What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Family Hour, episode 1. My name is Ron, and this is my first podcast. I decided to call it the Family Hour because I feel like I have a very special, unique group of people around me that I get to call my friends, but at the end of the day, that's family. And whenever we get around each other, it's always a good time. We laugh, we crack jokes, we talk shit, but sometimes we get into some real things. And I felt one day that some of those things that we do get into should be recorded. And I'm a huge fan of podcasts, so I figured with podcasts blowing up these days, why not? Like, we should try it and see what happens, see where it goes. I don't know what this is yet. I don't know what it could be. I don't know where it could go, but it should be fun. It should be interesting, and hopefully over time you get to meet everybody, everybody's personality, everybody's individuality, what makes them different, but also what makes our little wolf pack unique and fun, and something we hope people can relate to, that are just like us. We're regular people, we live regular lives, so yeah, it should be interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, Family Hour, episode 1. Thank you. Welcome to the Family Hour, episode 1, number 1 episode, kicking off the episodes with my boy Jose Nunez. I've had the pleasure of knowing him a long time, but this past year we've had the pleasure of having more interactions, getting closer, and I appreciate you being here, bro.
You're very welcome, bro.
For sure.
No problem. Anything for my boy. Nah, I'm kidding, man. Hey, man, this is great whiskey. They should definitely sponsor you. Not gonna lie. Great whiskey.
I told you.
Hey, man, I love the setup. I love it. I really do.
Just trying to make it homey, man. Trying to make it comfortable for people to talk.
It feels very homey. Very, very homey.
For sure, bro. I wanted to start off. I wanted to have you specifically, bro, because it's not gonna lie. I've never said it to you, but you're someone I look up to. I idolize in the hustle.
Is it because I'm fat?
I'm just kidding. No, it's not because you're fat.
So you're admitting I'm fat. Great.
No.
I'm kidding.
Bro, it's all love, man. So I respect what you've done over the years. I respect how quick you've done it, and why I want to kick it off with you to tell your story, to be able to show people that, like, yo, you don't need to go through certain avenues, through this, through that. You don't need to go to that school, this school.
Yeah, man.
It's all willpower, it's all drive, it's all motivation.
It's all in you, man. It's all in you. I mean, I'm gonna haven't made it anywhere yet compared to what I'm gonna be, you know.
Exactly.
But my story is very, very unusual, right? But in a way, when you think about everything that I've done, I've always said I was gonna do it. You know, I've always said I was gonna be this. It's only one part in my life that kind of derailed me very momentarily, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So originally I'm Cuban, right? I was born in Cuba. Parents divorced very early age. I'm just me and my brother. It's two of us, and dad, very, very strict man. I'm talking about guy was in the military, ended up being a doctor in Cuba, somehow escaped Cuba through a political, can I curse here?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Bullshit, right? He lied his eyes.
What can I curse?
PG,
what do you think
baby.
this is, dude?
Nah, but he definitely he bullshit his way, because my grandfather was in the Fidel family. He was a psychiatrist for the Fidel family. You can Google his name and shit. Well, I don't know if you can Google it, but probably in Cuba you could, you know.
Right.
But he was the psychiatrist for a Castro family. He was actually in the revolution. I have pictures of him, motherfucker, in the fucking uniform, revolution. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's crazy story, bro. Crazy story. But my dad, when he became a doctor, I was already born. He had me at 19. My older brother at 17. My mom became a pharmacist, but he offered my mom like 6 times to come in a raft. My mom tells me the story and she like cries every single time, because she said yes. She had said yes, and my dad started putting everything together. Because in Cuba, I don't know if anybody knows, or anybody that watches Cuban, they probably know, but in Cuba, bro, if you are a doctor or a janitor or a painter or anything, you make the same amount of money. That's the thing about communism, right? So that doesn't depend on what your stature is in what you study for, you could be sacrificing your life in the military or cleaning toilets in the school, and you're making the same amount of money.
Right.
That's a problem, right? Because then, but you're mandatory. There's mandatory to go to school. You have to finish a certain degree by law. That's why you have so many brilliant doctors coming from Cuba. So now, the only thing I see from that point of view from my dad at that moment was my kids, and I admire this because when I have kids one day, I'm definitely gonna be this type of father. He said, let's risk our lives to give our kids a better life. This is the way he says it, right? Mm. I know he was scared shitless. He hates the water. I'm talking about terrified of the water. So think about crossing the ocean 90 miles in a raft with your two babies, and your wife, right? So,
because you were born out there.
I was born there, man. I was born there, and I was there till I was 8.5 years old. I went to school there. Funny story. I remember this one time. Was the first time I went to school. I was so scared to go to school because they hit you in Cuba. I don't know if you know this. They actually hit you, bro. They have a hitting ruler. It's weird. I was so scared of going that I shit myself. But over there, you don't wear pants in school. You wear shorts.
Shorts, yeah.
So what do you think happened?
It fell out of the short.
It's disgusting, man. I know, but damn. I remember that vividly because I got my ass beat by the teacher because I shit myself. That's a side story. Mm-hmm. Anyway, my mom said yes to come to Cuba in a raft. What my dad did was he started getting everything together. The night that my mom was supposed to go on that raft with me and my brother, she said no. This is the way she
backed out.
She backed out.
Got cold feet and shit.
She backed out. So what my dad did was he was a doctor, right? So he was a very famous doctor, not very famous, but very well known, right? So what he did, he used that power to go to Costa Rica as a business meeting for Cuba, political shit, right? Mm-hmm. And after that he completely stayed. He just stayed under the radar, didn't go back on the hotel he was supposed to go to. Stayed there, started crossing fucking mountains and shit. The way he doesn't like to talk about this because I bet it's very complicated to say. Right. But this guy that went through a lot of shit, came over here, became a PA. Because over here, from Cuba, you could be a certain neurosurgeon. It could be cardio. I mean, what's the heart doctor shit? Cardiologist. You could be anything. It doesn't make a difference when you come over here. Right. Which is crazy to me because if you think about it.
Yeah, it's like you were...
You literally studied all your life in Cuba, and the best doctors, one of the best doctors, I'm not saying the best, but one of the best come from Cuba, right? So my dad came over here. When he snuck his way in here, wet foot, dry foot was still active. Right. So he no papers, but he got to stay. Started working selling jewelry. Selling jewelry in the corners, dude. Some hustling shit, not weed. You know what? Have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
No, never.
Bro, you gotta watch that show. How I Met Your Mother's hilarious because they relate. Because basically the show is the dad talking about how he met his mother and the stories, right? But every time they say eating a sandwich, oh, me and your cousin or me and your uncle were eating a sandwich, basically meant they were smoking weed.
Okay.
So we were eating this big sandwich. So I think my dad said I was selling jewelry in the corner.
But
I don't really
now you're connecting the dots.
I got old, Dad.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm on to you.
Yeah, that's what I say. He started saying jewelry door to door type of shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I believe it. You know, I don't think he was ever into that shit. However, started going to school, saved up money enough money to pay for something called La Loto in Cuba, which is basically a lottery that if you win it, you get to come to the States.
Oh shit! It
takes about 6 years to see if you got approved or not, type of shit. So we got approved magically by the grace of God. We got approved. I remember the night that we left. Everybody in Cuba knows each other. You grew up with everybody. Everybody has the same shit.
What part of Cuba are you from?
Santiago de Cuba, up north. Everybody says Santiago de Cuba is fucking dumb people. That's bullshit, okay? That's bullshit.
I'm the living proof.
Yeah, I'm
That's
the living
bullshit.
proof. I'm kind of dumb, only. At the end of the day, to make that part of the story kind of short, because it gets complicated, we came to this this weird-ass fucking house with, like, 8 other people that won the lottery type shit with me, my mom, and my brother. And we got on a plane, dude. And think about Cuba doesn't have fucking... I didn't know what Coca-Cola was. I heard about it, and It was amazing. But I didn't know what it was. right? Over there, there's a story that Michael Jackson can change his face to a lion. And to a fucking 8.5-year-old, that is terrifying, right? So I'm thinking I'm entering this world.
To a lion?
Yeah, dude, and that's a myth that he can change. Because mind you, motherfucker did change his face. Yo, I love Michael Jackson. Yeah, motherfucker. I was terrified, bro. I was literally terrified because I got on the plane, and I thought planes went straight up, like this.
Like an alien, like a spacecraft. Like a hover, like.
I'm 8.5. I
thought say airplanes just go up. They don't gotta take off. They don't need speed.
Maybe Santiago people are stupid as fuck.
Right. Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
So I'm thinking the airplane's gonna do this, right?
Right.
Oh my bad. And my mom never been in an airplane, but I think she knows how it works. But she told me we're just gonna take off. No, vamos a pegar. That's what she says. I've been sitting in that motherfucking airplane, bro. Literally. I'm about to shit myself again. Kind of like that school that teacher beat me.
You got shorts on this time?
I think I had shorts. Well, I think that's everything you wear in Cuba with shorts. Right, I remember. So what happened was when the plane took off, I actually thought I was gonna shit myself. I remember thinking the feeling, but for some reason I felt like, yo, my life is gonna change, type of thing. Like I can't wait to get to this promised land that everybody. You don't understand how people in Cuba really think about the United States. They think about it like if you land here, poof, you're in heaven. Everything, right?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Right.
The problem with that is that it is like that for a child, and let me tell you why. When we landed here. By the way, funny story. Halfway in the airplane, my brother, I remember we always say this story around the family dinner, right? When we go in the middle of the plane, this guy stood up, I guess to get something from his bag, right? My brother started crying. He's like, we gotta get off in the middle of the fucking.
we gotta get off. We're getting off here. No, shut up.
Yo, I'm thinking about it. I'm shitting myself already. You know? Right. I'm like, there's no way. Yeah? So anyway, when we land, by the way, landing, it was terrifying as well. But when we land, I see this thing called an airport. That it's indoor. In Cuba, the airport's outdoors. You got to walk to your airplane. There's no fucking little, what was that called, worm thingy?
The tarmac.
That picks you up, the tarmac?
Yeah.
There's none of that shit, right? What happens is you walk your ass to the fucking airplane. You climb them fucking 800 stairs.
Right, yeah. You literally board on the runway. Like,
literally.
You literally board on the...
Yeah, right. And there's like 2 planes. That's it. Right.
I've done that like twice, maybe.
You went to
Super
Cuba?
sketchy. No. Like board a plane where you don't go in that little tunnel. You go on the actual where they take off.
Bro, and I'm telling you, when I saw the airport, because mind you, the airport here is like a big ass mall. You know that. You know, fucking. Look at. I arrived here to MIA. That's where I arrived. I had my grandfather waiting for us, and I just look at this place, bro. Like, think about an 8.5-year-old that just shit himself in the fucking airplane, and then you look at everybody just walking around, like fucking hundreds of people, not even basically just worried about themselves and just buying shit. I didn't know they were buying shit. I just thought they were just standing there. I really don't remember what I thought about it, and I can only imagine what my brother thought, because my brother probably thought the same shit. You know, I'm like, yo. My grandfather picked us up, and he took us to his hotel that had complimentary breakfast until 2:00. I remember that. Because you know what I did when I got there? There's a famous story about me when I got there, and I started eating everything, right? I started eating everything, and I kept asking my grandfather, yo, can I continue eating? Because in Cuba, yo, this is much meat for the entire month.
Right.
You can't
You're limited. It's like rations.
Yeah. Rations. This much. That's it. I was skinny as fuck. So I kept eating. I kept asking my grandfather, yo, can I keep eating? Can I keep eating? Yo, let me get this shit, you know? I remember that shit. And then I would eat and go to the pool. Go to the pool and eat and go to the pool. And I'm like, yo, there's no way. This has to be like a lie. We have to get in trouble for this. That's what I thought, you know? Bro.
When are they going to come take me away? Don't let them take me away, please.
Yo,
I was just hungry.
When I tell you what, we took us to a store, a store in the corner type shit. Here in Miami, bro. And he told me, get anything you want. And I got this little cookie, dude. Like little cookie with I think it was Jolly Ranchers, maybe. Maybe that's why Jolly Ranchers is my favorite candy. And I'm like, yo, can I get more? And he said, yeah. He's like, get the whole bag. I cried. I'm like, we called my grandma back home in Cuba that same night. I'm like, abuela, aquí nada se acaba. Like that, everybody says the story about me just like that, yo. Aquí nada se acaba. Aquí nada se acaba. Yo, and honestly,
but it's true though.
It's so true, bro. Yeah. I mean, and that in itself, I think, brought me. This all has a point, by the way.
No,
I think this is the reason why. Not only am I hungry, and this is gonna sound a very cliche type of, oh, you came from nothing type story, right? And that's honestly, when you come from nothing, is the best type of hunger because it never goes away.
Right.
That's the way I like to see it, right?
And you don't want to go back
Ever.
You don't.
The reason why I don't want to go back is to my mom and my dad. Mm-hmm. I have the best parents in the world. Everybody says that about their parents, but I truly believe I have the best parents in the world. They have their flaws, but I have my flaws. You know.
Who doesn't?
But the problem was that that thing, that hunger wasn't this instilled in me the moment I left Cuba. The moment I got in that plane and shit myself is the moment I think that hunger was instilled in me, because I realized I got an opportunity. It's called the lotto for a reason. Mm-hmm. How many times you played the lotto and you won?
Never.
Me either.
If I have the most I won, it was like $50.
Yeah, for real? $50?
Yeah.
I never won anything.
On a scratch off?
Zero. So this is the only lotto I've ever won. And I'm going to make sure that I do something with it, you know. Mm-hmm. So after the little vacation in Miami, we flew over to Jersey. The ugliest. Anybody lives in Jersey, bro. It's the ugliest place in Jersey, but I thought it was heaven. This is where I'm going to live now. Nothing ends. And I have a house. I didn't have a house. I had a shelter, basically, in Cuba. And we started going to school. I didn't know shit of English, right? And we started going to school. And like right away, we started going to school. My dad was the one that got us here. My dad has been in school his entire life. At this moment, he's still selling jewelry in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Jewelry in the corner. But he tells me that he always instilled in us that school is the way, school is the way, school is the way. And I truly believed it. I was straight A student, but I never studied. My brother, on the other hand, would get straight A's, but he would have to study, right? Mm-hmm. So we were the two different spectrums, right? Let me tell you right now that being the kid that never had to technically work for anything, I was great at sports. I was always just good in sports. I don't know why. I was naturally smart. I don't know why. I just got shit. I don't know, right? I never even studied.
It just clicked. Yeah, it just clicked. Like, oh, all right, I get it. Yeah.
Being that type of person, at least, kind of held me back. And I feel like I should be more ahead in life right now. Mm-hmm. It did hold me back because I feel like I just waited for everything just be easy, you know. On the other hand, my brother, he's, in my opinion, ahead of me. He's actually about to get married. Rough. He worked for his shit and he learned how to work for it, right? So growing up in Jersey, I started falling into really bad things, really, really bad things. Like I said, I just thought everything was gonna be easy, but things only get harder in life, right? So you in middle school, I was literally getting drafted by soccer teams. I was a stupid. I don't know why I was so good in soccer, and I'm Cuban. Mm-hmm. I don't understand it. So I started playing soccer, and soccer was my life, right? I got into this really good team. I started getting scouted by freaking high schools and all this shit and newspapers and fucking. It was just a lot to handle as freaking 13 years old. You know, it's not that I was famous, but I was known everywhere for soccer, mm-hmm. right? And then they thought I was gonna be the next one in the high school and everything. And over there, soccer is huge. It's like football here, right? So I started. That's all I cared about. They cared about your grades. To play with them, you had to care about you have to have your grades up,
right? Student athletics, they always say student is first, you know, like, so they
always.
Yeah.
So that didn't go well with me. It didn't at all.
What do you mean I need a 2.0?
2.5, bro. 2.5.
What do you mean I need this bullshit? Yeah.
So when at the end of the day, when the coach actually asked me for my report card one time, he saw my grade for the third time being like 2.1, I think it was. He dropped me. He dropped me for the team, and I stopped playing. I was in two teams. I was in the big team outside of school, and then I was in the middle school team. Mm. I was the captain of that team, and I was getting recruited by the high school. The main high school in Jersey was called Elizabeth High School. That's where I'm from, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Not from, but New Jersey.
Raised.
So I was getting scouted by the high school, and then I fucked up so bad because I had in the All-Star game, my last game in middle school, Only the best players get to play, and then they get scouted, and then you go to whatever high school, right? I started playing. I scored like 2 goals. I was killing it, and I got fouled really, really hard, like really hard, dude. It hurt, right? And the ref didn't call it, so I walk up to the ref and I push him and I like slap him almost. Like I did this weird motion where I was like, pissed, dude.
Yeah. And
he gave me a red card. And that moment, the Elizabeth High School coach is like, "Yo, you're nasty, but we don't need something like you in the team." He told me just like that.
Yeah.
Until you fix your attitude,
yeah,
then you can try out next year. So mind you, I'm going into freshman, not playing soccer. And he's like, "If I change my mind, I'll call you in the summer." I was going to come here to Miami in the summer to see my dad. And never got a call, never anything. So then I started doing bad shit. I stopped playing soccer. I stopped playing soccer for like a year and a half, which I fucking regret, bro. Because I think I could have been some nasty motherfucking soccer, yo.
Right, bro.
My dream was to be the first Cuban in the American team. That sounds great.
Fire.
That sounds good.
That would have been setting the bar
pretty high.
Decently high, yeah. For
real,
sure.
Man. Damn. I regret that. That's one of my regrets in life. It's not that I continue playing soccer. But anyway, I started doing stupid shit, bro. I started meeting the wrong people, getting around. Everybody in Jersey's in the fucking gang. Everybody in Jersey is in the gang. I think the only person that wasn't in the gang was my fucking brother. The only person, bro. My brother's the type of person that he doesn't give a fuck about what people are doing. He just does himself, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Rides his own wave.
His own way, bro. Kind of like you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're like that. You're very... I'm me, and you don't like it, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Not really fuck you. Try to. You're nicer than that. You know? Right. But my brother is a bit of a dick. Right. So, bro, I started doing the worst things that I started skipping school. My dad would frequently fly to Jersey to just surprise us. Mm-hmm. But motherfucker always goes to school and check our grades, how we're doing. Funny enough, I had shown my mom a report card that had A's and B's in it that I had scanned and changed the grades on it. It was C's and F's. C's, D's, F's everywhere. So I scanned it, changed the grades, and I gave it to my mom.
Mm-hmm. I did that like twice.
Yeah.
Print out on the computer, put it on Word, a little ass C. I swear to God, cut it out, paste it on the report card.
But you had F's? You had F's?
I had D's and shit.
See, but D's?
No, but still, dude.
But yeah, for a household that cares
about
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Your dad, he left Cuba.
I'm telling you, bro, it was Mission Impossible. Fucking magnifying glass, little tweezers, put the D, making sure it's straight, glue it, make a photocopy of it, and then turn it into them.
I had a girl do that for me. It was my girlfriend at the time. She did it for me and it came out great. My mom didn't even peep at it. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, whatever. And I felt like a dickhead.
Right? No, of course, bro. But you're
at
just
the
trying
time,
to get your ass
I'm not trying to get my ass beat. You know,
trying to get grounded, man. What do you mean I'm grounded?
For real, bro. Yo, bro. A week and a half later, after I showed them the report card, my dad shows up. Actually, he didn't show up. I'm skipping school on a Tuesday, right, with the girl I'm dating at the time, and he calls me, right, and I answer. This is the time we have flip phones. So boop, flip phone. Yo. Yeah, like, hola, ba, you know. He's like, "Oh, ¿cómo tú estás, hijo? How you doing? Everything, you know."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Good, ba, good, whatever." He's like, "How's school?" I'm like, "Oh, it's good. I'm here in class." He's like, "Oh, what class are you in?" The first thing I said, I was like,
"What's with all the questions, bro?"
What? I'm like, "Oh, I'm in math because I was supposed to be in math." And he's like, "Oh my God, I remember this day like it was yesterday, dude." He's like, "Oh yeah, with Mr. Sotolongo. What is he wearing?" Like that in Spanish. Con el señor Sotolongo, creo que está, ¿cómo está vestido él hoy? The moment he asked that, I knew he was in my school. I knew he was in my school. And my dad's 6'3", about 290 pounds at the time. Now he's about 290 pounds, 6'3".
Now he's bigger.
But, yo, let me tell you, bro. This motherfucker tells me, I'm in your school in your principal's office with all of your teachers. Come to school. Like that. But in the most serious voice ever. And I have this problem that, especially at that time, I had this problem where when I was nervous, I would smile. So I pick up, I'm literally across the street in one of my friend's house, and I go into the school, shitting myself, feeling that the teacher's about to spank me again, right? I'm not wearing shorts though.
Not gonna see no shit. All in the leg sleeve, man. All in the pants.
Bro, and I'm telling you, man, I walked into that principal's office and I just look around and it's all my teachers, my dad, the principal. And I just go like this.
I know that feeling though. I know that look, that feeling. Like I am fucked.
I'm so fucked. Like I might as well do porn because I'm so fucked. You know what I'm saying?
That's where Jay Noon came from. What are you talking about?
Yo, let me tell you that my dad is doing this, right? Think about it. 6'3", 290 pounds, doing this the whole time. Doesn't say a word. The only thing he does, they go teacher by teacher. Teachers goes like this. You missed 16 days in my class. You missed 17 in my class. You have an F in my class and you missed like 25.
Jesus.
Teacher by teacher. F's and D's. The only D was probably gym.
But dog, how you failing gym? That's like the one class you want to go to.
Yeah. But I didn't even go to school, bro. Yo.
All you got to do is dress out.
Only dress out and like dribble basketball. You got an
A. Right. Nah, you're an idiot.
Yo, I was so stupid. I was so stupid. And I'm so glad this happened in my life. Yeah. It's a really important part in my life.
Nah, for sure. It's a hell of a lesson, though.
Let me just tell you what happened after, bro. So, I just say I apologize. My dad says this. The only thing he says at the end of everything, he goes like this. ¿Tú no tienes nada que decir? I'm like, sorry. I just went like that and I smirked again. You have nothing to say? I said sorry. I said that's all I did. Come on, my mouth.
Yeah, what does Ken
say?
He's like,
okay. He just picked up. He's like, oh, you got all the copies from all the teachers. He got all the copies. And he said, okay, cool. We'll go back to class. Just and that. He gave me a kiss like this. And he tapped me in the head like that. Right. In the back of my head like, boop, boop. Right. That man, I'm going to fuck your ass up. I didn't know at the time. I thought, I'm damn, he's not that mad. Maybe he like met Jesus or some shit. You know Maybe he had a good sale in jewelry in the corners and shit.
He had a good week. He made his
he
numbers.
Had a good week, you know what I mean? He loved me. He missed me.
Right,
my grandma was with him too, dog. My grandma started crying and shit. I felt like shit, bro. So I go to school and we were like 2 periods before ending. And the last period is a double period, so I had to be there 2 hours. Mm-hmm. It was my English class. The worst teacher. She hated me, dude. And I'm there, and I'm like, yo, terrified. And bell rings, and you don't want... You know how when you were in school, and you didn't want... Like, you couldn't wait till 3 o'clock?
Oh, hey.
Right?
You're looking at the clock and be like...
Please hurry the fuck up.
It hasn't changed. It hasn't
For
moved,
some reason. And it takes forever to get to 3 o'clock.
It takes forever.
Right?
That's just...
Yeah, oh my God. Yo, it was like 3:10, 15 minutes ago. You know?
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you that 3 o'clock never came quicker. It has never came quicker in my life. It was like 1:30. I blink and it's 3 o'clock. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo?
Now I gotta go home. Shit.
Yo. And we normally walk home.
Right.
We don't walk home this day. He calls us. Oh, he called my brother. He didn't call me. He's like, yo, I'm gonna pick your ass up. I'm outside. We go, we move, whatever. And I told my brother, yo, sit in the fucking front. He's like, no, fuck you. You know? And I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't getting trouble.
I'm not trying to get hit for your dumb ass.
I push him to the fucking front, right? And my dad's sitting there like this, just doing the same little rubbing your chin motion like this. Like, hand on the window and shit. Catching a breeze, you know? Everything's all like romantic looking and shit. About to fall in love with the nigga, you know? He's like... The moment he started that car, didn't say another word. Didn't say a word, didn't say hi. He said hi to my brother. He like said, how you doing? He shook my hand. Mm-hmm. We drove by my house. We drove to my house and we passed my house. Now this is something that I was terrified of. We're going to my house and we pass it. I'm like, I'm getting murdered. This is going to be
He's taking me to my grave.
Yeah.
Yo, help me out. Yo.
I'm telling my brother, like, I'm kicking him under because he's in front of me. And I'm like,
about to roll out of the car.
Yo, open the window. Some shit. He has it locked.
Better tuck and roll.
Texting him like, yo, I love you, dog.
Tuck and roll.
We go to a park called Guadiranco Park, one of the biggest parks in Lisbon, New Jersey. The biggest park in Lisbon, New Jersey, right? It's where I play soccer, as a matter of fact. Pass by everything, and we stop at this basketball court. I don't know why the fuck he chose a basketball court. It was packed. All the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Negros, todo el mundo jugando basketball. Everybody playing basketball, enjoying themselves. And there's benches on the left side of it, a little bit further away from it, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a talk in the park." I'm like, "Oh, Well, talk. Motherfucker tell me how we get off the car, and this motherfucker pulls up to the fucking bench and takes out a computer cable the size of his leg, 6'3", remember that, and just starts hitting me wherever it comes. Call me in the face, call me in the back, punches me out. UFC, Conor McGregor against Khabib style. You know what I'm saying? Pounding, grappling me, beating my ass. I still have scars to this day. Then I started running away. Mind you, I'm a soccer star at the time. I could run away this fat ass.
You ain't gonna catch me, bro.
And I don't know what happened, bro. And I'm so glad I did. That I'm running away. And he said this in Spanish. He said, "Come back, you fucking pussy, and take it like a man." I don't know why, bro. I stopped running and went back. And he continued getting to be. My brother, right? My brother's about to die, bro. My brother started hitting him. And he just started fucking swinging on my brother too. You're not gonna fucking hit my brother. You know, he started defending me and shit. And I'm like, I'm not even swinging back or anything. I'm just taking it, bro. Taking it. I'm Jesus Christ, Passion of the Christ, bleeding from my back, you know? And that's the moment that that actually, after he hit me, he started crying and throwing up and shit. Bro, it was, when my mom saw my back, she got a knife. I think she got a knife, right? I remember her getting something to just attack my dad. My mom still wanted to defend me, even after she found out I lied to her, bro. Right. And that's when I really felt bad. I'm like, damn, I let my mom down and shit. So the plan was, I'm gonna come to Florida for a year, and that's it. I'm gonna go back to Jersey. I had a girlfriend at the time. I was like, no, shit, you know.
Dad, I'm in love, bro. She loves me, bro.
She's the one. She's the one, Dad. The airplane ride over here, I couldn't sit down. I couldn't rest my back on, I guess, the seat because it was like fucking welted everywhere. Mm-hmm. I just admitted to my dad beating my ass, but that was well deserved.
I deserved it, though. I
deserved it. The reason I deserved it is because the reason when I moved over here, I was staying low key. Obviously, you fall into the Miami life, you know, the whole bitches and all that bullshit, you know. And I kind of fell to that for a little moment, but I was very. That broke me.
How old are you at this time?
16. 16 at the time. This is where the story gets interesting. So I started playing soccer again. I started getting awards and shit in soccer. But I knew soccer wasn't it for me anymore. Mm-hmm. So I joined, when I graduated, Braddock, Gino Braddock, what's up, Bulldogs?
Man, fuck Braddock.
Where you from? Wait, what school you go to?
I went to South Miami. Whatever, bro.
You play any sports?
I played ball freshman year for a little bit.
You played ball, bro?
Yeah.
I tried ball and I didn't get me.
Yeah, I played ball, but had a falling out with the coach and shit.
Yeah.
It made me learn that I didn't love it like that. Yeah. Where I was willing to put in the work, you know, to like make it somewhere, you know. And mind you, I was tiny.
Hustle, boy. Hustle.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. But it was a cool experience for the most part, you know.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. But I mean, I just played soccer. I was pretty nasty at basketball, but I mean, soccer was my thing. So after that, you know, high school was just regular shit. You know, I met friends and I got super cool. That's why I met Mundi. Well, I knew Mundi before. Mundi, by the way, is his cousin.
Fam.
And I met him. I met Nelson. I met Caesar all at the park years before I moved over here because I used to come every summer and I used to play ball at the park, and that's how I met them. So I got my group of friends here in high school. I'm getting, you know, I'm not. I don't hate the word popular. I'm getting friends. You know, I'm having friends. I'm not, you know.
And you're a social dude too.
Social, I'm like, super social. I talk to everybody, you know. After high school ended, I started college in Miami-Dade College, right? Bro, if I tell you that there was a moment, I did it for a year, almost 2 years, right? I hated my life. And I knew. There was one day that I had like 2 tests, and I had like, after the test, the bitch gave us fucking homework. I'm like, you serious? There's no way.
We just took a test.
Yeah, let me chill, bro.
Give me a second.
Just like that, bro.
Come on, Susan.
That's like the typical teacher name.
Yeah, for real.
Susan. Stop it, Susan.
Right.
Anyway,
my bad.
Anyway, so at the time, there was that day, bro. I literally stood up and I said, "Yo, I just want to fucking quit, bro. I hate school. It's not for me. I'll find something else." I didn't. I kept going to school. I had a girlfriend at the time. Actually, no, this right before I went into college. I got this job as Smoothie King. Mm-hmm. The Smoothie King job was where I taught myself that I can sell water to a fish. sales in this fucking country, in this world, could get you rich probably the fastest if you're going to work a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, and I learned this the hard way. So you would think, how the fuck is smoothie going to teach you sales? So here's what happened. I've been a sleazebag all my fucking life. Not a sleazebag, but I always find a way of making more money, right? So I hate authority. I have something against authority. I don't know what it is, bro. It's some weird shit. But this guy that owned the Smoothie King, right?
If you hate authority, how are you with discipline?
I'm going to get to that. And that's a great fucking question.
Yo, hold up, let me make sure this shit's still recording.
Okay.
Remember I told you it has like certain...
Yeah. Yo, you're right. You just get lost in conversation.
I told you, bro.
That is lit, dude. This is dope.
Just have to make sure the camera was recording.
Lit.
For sure.
So we left off in the job in Smoothie King. All right, so.
And you've been a sleazebag your whole life.
And in the sense of like, I'm not scared to bend or break the rules. I fucked bending at that point. What I did was breaking the rules to in a form getting ahead. At the time, I didn't think. When you're young, you just don't see what could go wrong. You just see, damn, I could do it, you know?
Right.
Which is the most beautiful thing.
Like, I can get away with this.
Not only get away with it, but damn, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double-sided sword, because if you do get caught, there goes your fucking shit. Because what I did was not something I'm proud of it, but I'm not extremely proud of it. So what happened to Smoothie King was I started working there and getting paid $7.50 an hour, whatever the fuck minimum wage back. Back
for that time, $7.50.
I wish it was $15 an hour. Shit. But the guy was a douche. Like, he was just like this Mexican dude. Nothing against Mexicans, but him specifically was a fucking douche, bro. Just like this guy that walks around, knows he has fucking money, flaunts the money, talks about women like they're fucking toys.
This is your boss?
This is the owner of the Smoothie King. He just had opened it. Right?
Like a franchise?
Yeah. He franchised it. And I really didn't like him, right? But I'm very likable. And when it comes to like speaking to people, because I like people, you know, I just didn't fuck with him, right? The weird thing is, his wife actually want to fuck me. It's fucking weird, dude. She invited me to her house 3 times to teach her English, and she said, "Don't tell Jimmy he's not home." What the fuck would you think? I didn't do it. I was a little bitch. I should have done it.
That's bad intimidating.
I was like,
you want me to what?
Yeah, I was like, she said it in Spanish. ¿Cuándo me vas a venir a mi casa a enseñarme?
Better Rosetta that shit, bitch. Try to get me fired, girl?
Right? Maybe it was a test. Fuck, I'm so glad I passed.
Maybe. You never know, bro.
Yo, but that was just weird. I was fucking 16.
No, that's weird. Yeah.
You know? So
that's a predator.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's a predator.
Maybe Charles Hanson was about to show up in that bitch.
That's a fucking predator. I'm sorry. My dog wasn't even an adult yet.
For real, bro. I'm not lasting longer than a minute and a half. That shit does happen.
Sure.
You know?
I feel you.
Stupid. I'm done. Ya terminé. You know English now?
Ya terminé. I'm done. That's the lesson. There you go. You're welcome.
Let me know when you want your next lesson, bitch.
You know the schedule.
Nah, but listen, man. So fucking Smoothie King, right? So I hated the hours. I hated working there. Mm-hmm. But what I realized is I learned all the fucking smoothies. Like, I knew how to make all the smoothies. In smoothie, you have to print the smoothie you want. It prints out the recipe. You paste that to the back of the blender, and then you mix it up. And what do I miss? 3 bananas. Bullshit, you know? Super easy. So what I went ahead and did, it's fucking crazy, man. I remembered the smoothie, right? I remember each smoothie. So I'm like, yo, I can sell these fucking smoothies, right? But like, how the fuck do I get away from the system? The only way the Smoothie King knows that you went into that store is 2 ways. 1, you ring it up. Once you ring something up, somebody went in there, ordered that shit. Mm-hmm. And 2 is the cameras. But this fucking guy was so cheap, and he was rich as fuck, and he was so cheap that this is how the cameras went. Like that.
Some like
it was one of those slow ass fucking, you know?
Yeah. It's like pixelated.
Bad fucking Wi-Fi having, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I go, and I'm like, yo, the camera's not going to catch me, right? So what I would do was I realized that 90% of every fucking body that went in there, almost 90%, bro, So 9 out of 10 people will go in there and drink the smoothie in the Smoothie King and throw the cup away.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was I went and I'm like, damn, I know how to get cups. So now how does he know how many smoothies he sold at the end of the day? Is by cups. So if you have 10 cups and you have 5 at the end of the day, you sold 5 smoothies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I started collecting cups. I said, I only did smalls at the time, smalls. So I would clean the cups with Clorox and everything. Clean the shit out of it because I didn't want nobody to die either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Clean the shit out of it. No peanut allergy shit because someone had peanut butter. I just make sure I put Clorox and all that bullshit in it. Let them dry out. Blah. So I did it. The first time I did it was this. So this is how the system went. You would come in. I would make sure I'm working by myself. And almost every single day I did. I would go into the, you would walk into the front and you would say, let's say Angel Food, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, perfect. I may pretend by hand that I rung it up. Remember, the cameras are, you know, they can't really see me and I'm covering it too because the cameras are above you. So I may pretend I rung it up. I make the smoothie because I know how to make the smoothie already, right? And then I knew exactly the change. You give me a $5 bill. Everybody was $4.59. You give me a $5 bill. I'll give you the change. And the cool thing is that you only needed your fingerprint to open the register. You didn't need anything else. So I will open the register like I rung him up, give him his change, and that's it, right? Now there's a cup missing, and there's an extra $5 in that bitch, right? Extra $4.59. So what I would do at night, let's say I sold one smoothie, right? So what I would do was I would count the cups. There's one missing. Boop. Put the cup that I got from the trash, right? Put it in the Smoothie King. And then I will go in. And the register, when you count the register, there's going to be an overage of $4.59. I would keep that. Remember, the cameras, once again, are so slow. They can't catch me. Boop.
Right.
You know? And I would keep that. I started making like $80 a day like that. And I was 16 years old. If you do the math, $80 times 5, that's what, 400? That's $400 a week.
It's a lot of money.
So for a 16-year-old, bro. And I realized that, damn, that's pretty fucking smart for a little stupid ass guy. You know, like fucking was a jit in high school and skipped every single day.
Look at me now, Dad. Look at me now.
By the way, I don't know if that story might be a lie. In case Smoothie King.
Man, fuck Smoothie King.
So I did that for about a year. And I was so happy. Bro. I was making mad money. I was going out. I didn't give a fuck. I just started making bread. You know, and for me, I was rich in my eyes. Then I fucked up because I hated the job itself, you know? Mm-hmm. So I didn't clean the store right a bunch of times, and the guy fired me. The piece of shit fired me, and I felt so good to just look him in the face like, all right.
That's cool.
I just took like fucking, you know?
I just gutted you, guy. Yeah. And you have no fucking clue.
Idea. Yeah. To this day, if you hear this is all a lie. All right? If you hear this shit, it's all a lie. I'm making this up. Right? So I had a girlfriend at the time. Amari's, yo, what a fucking cunt. If you hear this, you're a bitch. I'm sorry. I know we call like women bitches.
Hey,
but,
man.
You know.
It's all honesty here.
I hated that girl, yo. She actually had me swooped at the time. I was a little jit, bro. I was like 16, 17, 18, you know, about to turn 18 at the time. It was a year after, so 17, turning 18.
That first real relationship is always rough.
Always rough. Yeah. Always rough. Well, never was like a smooth one, never, ever. So she got this job at Sears. Sears, not Sears a store, but Sears a call center, selling protection agreements over the phone. Yeah. So basically what you would do is you will go and buy this washing machine, right? And then in the store, they tell you want the protection. Kind of like they do with everything now, right?
Like the warranty.
You say no to that, I'm calling you the next fucking day and selling you that shit, shoving it down your fucking throat. That's my job, okay? And I saw that shit as let's do this shit, you know? So we went to training, blah, blah, blah. And the first month, I got promoted to the highest level of pay. There was 4 levels. There was 1 acquisitions, 1A, some bullshit. The highest level being RMR because you get the best leads coming through your phone. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Right? The first month, right? This is the second time I showed myself that, yo, you can really sell, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I started making at 17 turning 18, right? Started making $2,000 every 2 weeks. That's $4,000 a month for a stupid ass 18-year-old, bro. I'm like, yo, this is fucking great. You know, I loved it. I loved every moment of it. The beautiful part about it is you only worked 30 hours, 4 hours a day. That's it. But there was one day you had to work a double shift, which meant nothing to me. Right. But one weekend yes, one weekend no. One weekend yes, one weekend no. You know how many mollies I popped and fucking started going to space at 18, you know, 18. Yeah. What the fuck? You know, going crazy, bro. I started making money that I didn't even fucking doubt, you know? Like, I mean, yo, what the fuck is happening, you know?
Yeah, like, yo, we made it.
We made it, though. I swear to you, I bought a car, but spending money like stupid, not saving anything, just giving money away. I give a fuck, you know? Mind you, $4,000 a month is a great fucking salary. That's like $60,000 a year if you do the math, right? No, that's not $60,000 a year.
No, maybe a little less.
That's like what, $40-something thousand a year if you do the math.
Even then, though, for the times and for the age,
is for an 18-year-old that has no bills, $48,000. I just did the math in my head. $48,000 a year for nobody, for not doing shit, bro. No bills because you live with mommy and papi. Well, my dad, because my mom and dad split up. And my dad allowed me not to have bills. The only minor bills like pay for your car, pay for your phone bill, shit like that. For when you're making $2,000 every 2 weeks, you're chilling, you know.
Yeah. You don't even feel that phone bill. You don't feel that car bill. Yeah.
Especially when you don't give a fuck at that time. You don't care. If I don't have I won't make the car bill. Fuck the car. You know. Like that's how I was. I don't care. I want to go out. You know. I'll spend more money. You know. I thought I was rich, bro. I thought I was rich. I really thought I was rich at the time, and I was so happy. And all my friends started noticing it. And I was going through this breakup with this girl, Maris. Not breakup. We were going through a really bad relationship. Right? There's always some girl that's messes shit up, right? Yeah.
Everybody's got that one.
That one girl, man. And not to say that I care about her. I just fucking feel so stupid that I acted so stupid. Like I didn't act like a man. I really didn't. Anyway, me and my dad get into a huge argument. 18, about to turn 19. Right? Huge argument, dude. Never got an argument this big. Me and my dad always bumped heads. But I don't want to talk about that because he's an amazing father. I was a stupid one, right? So,
are you guys very similar in personality?
It's very different. He's very strict and by the books, as you can tell. I'm you know, I'm very.
So we clashed.
We clashed about every opinion. I'm talking about everything that I thought about, everything he thought about was night and day. That's the worst thing you could do because it kind of makes it hard to grow a relationship with your actual father, like a true relationship. You know, like damn, that's my best friend. I honestly, to this day, I can't say that's my best friend.
That's
I just love him. That's my father. You know, but I'm gonna be my children's best friend. He always told me though, as a strict ass Cuban dad, yo, I'm not your friend. I'm your dad. Right? I'll fuck you up. You know, and that's the type of mentality that he kind of instilled in me. So, but I want to be my children's best friend. I do because. Yeah, I want him to trust me, and the shit that I want to talk to him about, I didn't, you know, because I just kept it inside, and it just makes it tougher on the child, in my opinion. You know? Anyway, we had a huge argument, and I said, "Fuck you," and I'm moving out, just like that. I'm moving out, and he laughed at me like, because I didn't even tell my dad how much money I really made. Found the first efficiency. I found an efficiency that night. I said, I have the money cash, I have the deposit cash. What's up? Guy said, come through. I had an inflatable mattress, and that's it. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a TV. I didn't have anything. Inflatable mattress. That girl, Mamadis, right? She didn't move out with me. She was still with mommy and papi. But I had she was kind of there for that.
No, of course. Oh my god, my boyfriend has his own place. Yeah.
For 2 nights. It was 2 nights.
Yeah.
Then we broke up, bro. If I tell you that the moment I slept in that fucking night and I felt like I was making the biggest mistake of my life. I was crying, dude. I didn't have anything, dude. I didn't have anything. I just fucking in a dark ass efficiency, not even an apartment, an efficiency. You know what I'm saying? Like, kitchen is right there. I can touch it with my arm, and I'm laying on my bed, and it's an inflatable mattress. You know what I'm saying? Just to paint you a picture. Yeah. I'm crying, dude. I'm crying. I'm like, fuck, and my dad's super sad and shit. I'm like, yo, my life is fucking crazy right now, you know. I'm not doing drugs. I've never been into drugs and shit. I mean, I've done mollies and shit, but
who hasn't?
Yeah, here in Miami, bro. It's like doing your communion, you know what I'm saying? Nah, sure. at the end, bro, that night, I remember that specific night, bro. It was a fucking Thursday, dude. And, yo, I didn't sleep. I cried all night. That was the first day I moved out by myself. At 19, basically. 19 years old is when I moved out. And I was working at Sears still. And I kept working at Sears till I was about 21. Another 2 years. I didn't live in the efficiency. So I went from the efficiency. I lived in the efficiency about 8 months to a year. Then I went to my boy Nelson's house, which that's another conversation in itself. And I went to Nelson's house. I lived there for about 4 months. And then I went to another efficiency. I just kept bouncing, bro. I just didn't find... I wasn't happy inside, so I couldn't find happiness where I was. To be honest with you, not happiness in a cliche way, more like in myself, more like, damn, I'm good here, Right. So, I was 22 years old, 21 years old. I met my next girlfriend, which was Adeline. The worst person I've ever met in my life, and we'll get into that. I find out.
Up for that.
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm telling you. You don't know anything about that story.
No.
I'm telling you right now.
I've heard the name, but I don't know any detail.
It's horrible, man.
Let that shit out, bro.
I'm telling you, at the end of the day, that was probably one of the biggest mistakes of my life. That woman, that piece of shit. Anyway, I find out one of the kids that I taught him in Sears. So I taught him how to sell. I taught a lot of people how to sell. But I taught him specifically because I saw he was fucking 6'7". The dude was like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", some shit like that. And I taught him. He would look up to me type of shit. He would tell me, yo, I look up to you. And I'm like, yo, you don't have to fucking look up to me, bro. Nothing, So I taught him everything I knew in Sears. And he became a G. He became a super G, His name was Pedro. But Pedro, making money, left Sears or got fired. I forgot the story. But we went to this place called Carnival Cruise Lines, right? And he started hitting me up like a year and a half later, like, yo, this Carnival shit is dope. I'm making like 7 racks a month. Mind you, I'm making $4,000 still, I'm making like 7 racks a month, 3 months of the year, bro. I make like 20 G's collectively. And I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on. What you just told me?
Yeah.
I literally pulled some Wolf of Wall Street type shit on him. I said, you come to my fucking face and you show me a $7,000 paycheck, I am fucking going to try to get hired over there. I just said, go work for you.
It's not gonna work for you.
Some shit along the lines. Some shit along the lines of that.
Yeah.
And
that's still dope though.
he came like 6 months later, and then he showed me a check. It was $7,800 paycheck, and I'm like, wait a minute, you work how many hours? He's like, oh no, depending on the week, 40 hours. I'm like, I'm working 30. So for an extra 10 hours, I can make an extra 4 bands, basically. 4,000. Yo, I literally...
Makes no fucking sense.
The crazy thing is life, bro. When it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So Sears changes management.
It's like little signs, bro. It's little signs. The universe
you
telling
said it
you.
Best.
Yeah.
Yo, Sears changes management and demoted me for XYZ reasons. I don't fucking remember. I was probably doing some stupid shit too. I never went by the books of sales. I'm more... the books of sales is more... opening and closing, objection,
you never followed
overcoming
those scripts
objection.
they give you?
I just become your friend. People buy from people they like. That's the best sales tip that I could give anybody.
Yeah, be likable.
Be likable. Anybody can be likable. Tell me something that I like. To relate with something that I like. If you're telling me something, relate with something that I like, and now I already like you. That's just the way it works, So anyway, they kind of demoted me from Sears because they changed the man and they hated me. I don't fucking know why. And the moment I saw that, like I hated my life already. I started not liking it. I'm still living in a fucking efficiency. I quit. I stood up that day and I told him I was really cool with the manager. I'm like, yo, I'm quitting. Like she's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like you can just go back up. You go back up to the top. Don't do it. I'm like, I'm quitting. Which was stupid because I didn't apply for Carnival yet, so I could have not gotten the job. But I applied for Carnival literally the next day. Got a call in a while, 3 weeks after that. And I got an appointment for an interview a month and a half after that. So 2 months basically without a job. I was making a lot of music. Music like was my scapegoat from the moment I was 19 to about 25. I just made music, and it just made me feel good. A lot of people like my music too, but I never believed in myself, which was the whole worst thing you can do when you make music is not believe in yourself.
That's like the one thing you need to do.
The confidence you have in your music, I didn't have. That's why I admire you when it comes to that, because I didn't have that. I always had the worst critic ear, and I hated everything I made.
Oh, but I have that.
Yeah, but but it balances out with the belief in yourself. I didn't have a belief in myself. Maybe it wasn't meant for me. You know, maybe it could be that. Which is crazy because fuck, I wanted that shit so bad. I wanted to be I wanted to be Drake. Yo, Drake. My dude, I have a cutout in my house.
For real.
I really
that shit
do,
is so fucking creepy. I hate that thing.
It's so weird, dude. I have a life-size cutout with you, and then you're hugging me. Nah, I'm kidding. You're not hugging me, but no, but so that moment, bro, I quit and I went to Sears. I went to Carnival and I saw it was a different ball game though. Everybody in the parking lot. First of all, those parking spots numbered best sales rep, second best rep, like that, and all Mercedes. Fucking one had a Maserati. I'm like, yo, this is like a different level. Nobody was driving that shit in Sears. You know what I'm saying? Top rep. I was one of the top reps. I was making $50,000 a year. You know, mind you, at the time I'm 22. I'm with this girl Adeline, which we'll get into in a bit. And bro, the moment I stepped into it, I just said I'm gonna be the best. I told the interviewer, his name was Anthony Miku. He said, "Why should we hire you?" And I said, "Cause I'm gonna be the best." I told him just like that. I don't know why, it just came out, and I believed it. I did believe that I was gonna be the best, and I saw myself. As I asked, "What's the top ref making?" He's like, $160,000, $150,000. I'm like, you know I'm gonna make 180, right? I just told him that. Yeah, I'm gonna probably make 180. How much do you make? I just went like that. And he said, oh no, we can't disclose that information. I came off as too cocky because I got cool with the person that hired me. And yeah, you came off as an asshole, but we like that here in Carnival. Not everywhere they're like that, but I told him just like that. I'm gonna make more, bro. There's no way in hell that you're telling me to have the opportunity to make 150. I'm not gonna make 160 or 170 or 180. You know, you just gotta work more. Anyway, so at the time, I'm living. Listen to this. I'm living in my boy's house that moved to Oklahoma. Caesar, one of my brothers. My brother, bro. Mundi's one of my brothers, and Caesar's one of my brothers. Right? I had another brother, but shit happens. You know.
But it's under construction.
It is.
It's under construction.
It is, but man, it's tough. It's tough.
I feel
That's in the conversation, by the way. So at the time, I'm living in my boy's house. Listen to this. My boy's room, actually, because he moved to Oklahoma, and I'm paying a quarter or half of the rent to help his mom out, and she's helping me out by giving me a place to live, because the efficiency became too expensive because I blew all my money from Sears, and I didn't have anything saved, and I didn't have a job anymore. I have 2 months. Where am I going to live? You know? So before I quit Sears, I did make a smart move and I moved into that place. This girl moved in with me there. Like, I lived there before for like 2 months. And when I met her, she was the most, like, she didn't really have a good family or good base, you know, foundation. And she moved in with me. When she moved in with me, I was making $0 a month. I went from $4,000 a month to zero. She was working at this fucking shit, getting paid like $10 an hour, which is great for her, you know, at the time. Because if I was making $4, I wouldn't give a fuck. My woman, you know, at the time, she held it down,
right? Which
I admired. However, when I got Carnival, I told her, her name was Adeline. I told her, we're good. We're gonna be straight. Not knowing anything, but I just know myself, bro. Like, when I taught myself in Smoothie King, I'll find a way to make more. Sears, I became the best rep, one of the best reps, not the best, but one of the best reps. And I felt that same feeling. I had the same feeling in Carnival, bro. Like, I just felt like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill this shit. I'm gonna fucking kill it. I started when I started doing the training, it was a month training, and I didn't have money for gas. So Adeline she would be the one to pick me up. We had one car between both of us.
And how old are you at this time?
I am 22 at the time.
Oh, damn.
22. Now, the training took a month, but Carnival, I started working and working and working. It didn't kick off from the get-go. It was like 6-7 months. So the way Carnival works is January through March, you can't even take a vacation. It's called their wave season. And the top reps there make about $60,000 to $70,000 in those 3 months. Not each month, just collectively. Mm-hmm. Right? The lower reps make about 20 to 25. But that's a lot of fucking money for 3 months.
Right.
In your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Some people make that in a year.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Right.
So when I saw that, I saw the possibilities, you know. So I started working for the 6 months because I got hired in May. So from May to January, right? That's about what? 8 months. 8 months. So in those 8 months, I kept telling everybody because I didn't start hitting super strong. I hit really good numbers, but not like crazy numbers that nobody saw before type of thing, mm-hmm. right? I started hitting numbers that weren't that crazy. But I just told everybody, I'm just building a monster. I just told them I'm just building a monster. Yo, Jose, how come you're not killing it or whatever? I'm just building a monster. That was my answer. You can ask anybody. My boy Josh Lee, we became best friends, bro. We clicked. Didn't know him for that long, but we clicked. Kind of like me and you know? Mm. And he had the same hunger inside of him. But he was there for a little bit longer. But he instilled that to me. And I told him, yo, I'm building a monster. That's all I'm doing. I'm building a monster, bro. Just chill. I'm building a monster. I started listening to all the top reps. I asked them for an appointment. Can I sit next to you and sidejack, like listen to their calls with them? I started requesting that shit, and I started just studying these motherfuckers. Studying them. What do they do? 3 things they did. Worked more than everybody else, got there earlier than everybody else, and dialed more than everybody else. 3 main things that you can say that they did that nobody else did other than those top people that made fucking almost $200,000 a year, right?
Selling cruises.
Selling fucking cruises.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, yo, I sold a protection agreement to somebody that said no already, and I'm calling them the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning and telling them that you have to buy this. That's way hard. In one call. You don't have 2 calls. You don't have a call back. Nothing. You have to do it in 1 call. Out of 10 calls, you have to make 2 sales.
Fuck.
That's intense.
Yeah.
In Carnival, you had a callback number. You had leads that you could call as many times as you want. You had the motive that why they're interested. They're all interested leads. Crazy shit. Come January, right? I became top. The month of March of that year. So January, February, March, the wave season. I became top 10 in that moment, right? In those 3 months, top 10 in the company, right? Wow. From March to about August, September, I was top 30 in the company, right? Top 30 make $130,000 a year, right? Then I got this thing called Elite. Basically, you make your own schedule. You walk into the office or work from wherever you want, work from home, whatever, whenever you want, make your own schedule. Whatever. You know, you don't have to work like a regular person, basically. Right. I got that fell off a little bit and the top 40, I think it was, for the year, right? That year, from my 22, and I didn't have a fucking cent, to my 23, I made $110,000. And I went from $48,000 from Sears to $110,000 before tax, obviously. Fuck that. You know, right. $110,000, bro. And I said, and I told everybody, February 23rd. February 23rd was the day we got our paycheck from January. That first wave I had. It was a $16,000 paycheck. Do you know what the fuck I felt, bro? Seeing a $16,000 paycheck. I never seen that much money in my life collect, like, all together
at once, right? Like,
bro,
this is your
16 grand. I'm like, in my bank account. I'm like, I'm rich again. I'm like, I'm rich again. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna spend it.
Here we go again.
I'm not gonna spend it. February's check was $15,000. I'm wearing 31 now. March check was the biggest. It was $18,000. That's 49 grand, bro.
But how many hours are you putting in?
I'm working crazy amount of hours, by the way. I'm working probably.
You're way over fucking 40.
No. I'm probably working 80 hours a week.
80 hours a week.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. If I worked at McDonald's and it told me I could make $49,000 in 3 months, I'm gonna work my ass off as many hours as I have to. I didn't give a fuck about that. And mind you, I'm sitting in an office getting fed. They buy you food. They let you fucking go whenever you want. You do whatever you want. You're sitting in a comfortable ass office. It wasn't hard labor. Mm-hmm. It was just chilling. You were chilling, talking to people on the phone about cruising, bro. So I became Jose Nunez, a rookie sensation. You know what I'm saying?
Rookie of the year.
I actually got nominated for Rookie of the Year, and the person that stole it from me was actually doing some grimy ass shit, and they didn't give me the trophy. And I was super pissed about that. But whatever. I didn't give a fuck. I had $110,000 that I made that year. Mm-hmm. However, second following year after that, I made about another 100, bro. And that was 22 to 23. I made my first $100,000 I made at 23 years old. And I said, I'm gonna save it. At 24, that December, I had zero in my account. So back to this woman, Adeline, right? I was dating this girl, and bro, toxic woman. But I didn't know she was toxic at the time. I fell out of love with her. I didn't really care. I wasn't never really in love with her. All my friends know that. Like, I never cared. Like, she wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't give a fuck. If she would have left the next day, I would have been okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. So, talking about crazy bitch. No offense to
crazy bitches.
The female dogs.
Nah, I'm talking about a woman here.
That was a good one. Nah, fuck. All right, so at this time, like I said, I fell out of love with her. I didn't give a fuck. Mind you, I consider myself very wealthy. Not very wealthy, but damn, I'm making $100,000 a year. I'm 23 years old. You know, I'm not looking at it from that perspective, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of,
you're doing well and feeling good.
You leave me, I don't give a fuck. You know, that's the way I thought about it. And but out of respect for her, because I do respect every woman I date and respect everybody that's around me. You know, like I said, my dad taught me that. I just admitted something. No, I'm kidding. But I told her she could keep. We moved into an apartment. I basically rented out a very nice apartment. Bought us both Lexuses, brand new Lexuses, ISs. Took her on shopping. This is beforehand, right? This is what my $100,000 for that year went to. Mm. And I told her at the end of the year, it was like around November. Around there. I forgot exactly what it was. She was like, oh, I don't feel like you love me type of shit. I'm like, I don't. You know, I think we should end this, whatever.
I don't feel like you love me. I don't.
You're 100% right. And then she, and I'm not trying to break her heart. I was never trying to break her heart or anything, but she goes and she, tries to convince you the whole thing. And I felt like, there's no way. Stay with the apartment. You can stay with your Lexus. Perfectly fine. Just make your payment. I'll make the first 3 payments of the house and the Lexus, so you can get back on your feet. But after that, if you're gonna stay in your house, the house only had like 2 more months left or 3 more months left. Mm-hmm. So I told her to stay in the house, whatever. She's like, no, whatever. And then I ended up staying with her, and then for like another week, and I was gonna leave. But then one day I went out and then came back, and all her shit was gone. She had left. She took the car, everything. I'm like, oh shit, she got the balls. And I promise you, not one tear or emotion came to mind. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's basically what it is.
More like a weight lifted.
Yeah, I was like, yes, bro. Fuck. I hope she's happy.
Because your boy is.
Your
boy is ecstatic right now. That ball and chain is off.
But let me tell you, that ball and chain broke my foot. She broke my foot.
I still don't walk the same.
I still can't walk the same way. Let me tell you, I told her, look, we stay communicating through text and stuff. I'm like, I guess what's happening. She's like, I don't want to stay in the house, whatever. I'll pay for the car after the 2 months that you're gonna pay. I'm like, I'll pay for 3 months. I said, whatever. I paid for the 3 months. After the 3 months, she's like, okay, I got the payments, whatever. Come December of that year. No, not December. No, May of the following.
And both of these cars are in your name.
Both of them are in my name. I had beautiful credit, bro. I had like a 780. Mind you, I always take care of the credit, and everything was good. Everything was great. August No, May of the following year. So this is 25, going into 25, right? Not August, sorry. It was more like February. I forgot, bro, the timeline. But it was a little while, like 6 months after that. The moment I told her, "Yo, you got to pay for your car."
Mm-hmm.
I get a note on in the mail, a letter, saying that they're gonna repo my car. I'm like, what the fuck? I pay my car every single month. What are you talking about?
Right.
I call in and she said, "You haven't made a payment for 6 months on the other car. I'm gonna need to take the fuck out of that car right now." You know? Lexus told me that shit. Lexus said, "I'm gonna take your shit, boy.
Right.
You haven't paid for it." And I'm like, "What?" I call her, blowing her. What the fuck? The next morning,
How much was the payment?
It was like $440,
Mm-hmm.
$450.
And these are bought or leased?
Least.
All right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bitching her out, bro. Bitching her out. I wake up the next day to go to work. My car's gone. My car is gone. It's
The one you're paying for?
the one I'm paying for.
Wow.
But thankfully, that morning I thought it was repo, but it wasn't. It was just towed because I parked it wrong. I parked it wrong in my fucking house. That house is the worst. Dude.
I almost threw up right
And
now.
I bitched at her like it was crazy. But the crazy thing was that, but I didn't know she wasn't making the payment. So me and Mundi went on a mission. I get a call, my nigga. Listen to this, bro. I get a call. This is a crazy story. I get a call from this a Facebook request from a random dude named George something, right? And I don't. You're a dude, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna accept your friend request. You know, it's weird.
Right. I don't know you, guy. Get off my shit.
You look like you're gonna.
You don't have a friendly face. I don't like your face.
I don't answer, but he sends me a message anyway, saying, "Call me to this number unless you don't want me to visit at," and he puts my address, 8911, blah 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 blah.
Sketchy.
Bro, he's a big dude. He's a big dude too. At the time I was working out, so I was kind of jacked, and I'm not scared of anybody, but somebody that knows my address.
Yeah, that's weird.
I didn't even think it was linked to this bitch. I call him up, super nice dude. Like, wait, hold up, you're confusing me.
Like,
dude.
we're still cool.
He's like, "Yo, bro, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you or anything, bro, but I'm actually the guy that Adeline started dating a month after you guys broke up. Fuck that bitch, she ain't shit. I caught her with a bunch of texting other dudes, all this bullshit. She's been telling me she's been trying to open up credit cards under your name because she has your social security number. She has your bank account balance because she has your bank account number and phone number, and I act like you on the phone to find out how much money you have because we try to rob you." Basically, what he's saying.
Wow.
She has your spare key to your car, and she has contemplated we were gonna go to Orlando last week, and she told me, "Let's take Jose's car. I have the spare key. Who gives a fuck?" I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, "Go, listen, I promise you, bro, I know exactly what that red car is." And I don't know what the red car is. I don't even know where she lives at the time. The red car is her Lexus. And I'm like, "Where is it?" She gives me the address. She's like, "Yo, go get that shit. Go get that. Fuck that bitch. Whatever, go get it." I'm like, "No problem, dude. No problem. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You know, like, I appreciate that. You know, it's no beef, no bullshit. I appreciate it, bro. You know, you're a cool dude." I go with Mundi that same night. Mundi, yo, get your fucking black clothes on.
We got a mission. It's like in a movie. They're playing the music. They're putting the mask on, the paint.
Yeah, the paint. Yo,
They look at each other and shit. You ready? I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I can see your face, bro.
Let's fucking do this. Let's go get my shit back.
Yo, we drive to that address, and I'm searching for the car. It's like an apartment building. I know an apartment building because I dated her for 2.5 years, 3 years. And I know it's her grandma's apartment, and I know where her grandma's parking is. So I drive straight to that parking, and guess what's there? My Lexus. Right, I have the spare key to that Lexus. Boop, boop. Open it up. I see the nastiest shit, dude. Weed everywhere. Blunts rolled up and smoked thrown everywhere. Used condoms everywhere.
Shut the fuck up.
I am telling you, bro.
No way.
Used condoms
That's
everywhere.
That's fucking
nasty as fuck. And then, and I'm like, I didn't pick anything up because I didn't want to get caught. So I just get in the car. Mundi gets in my car. And I get in this car and we drive to my house. When we drive to my house, I empty out. I get garbage cans and start everything out. Guess what? Me and Moody find in the trunk. My bank account number with my bank account current balance. Current, like at that very moment, I had that balance.
Right.
I had like $15,000 in that bitch, and she had $15,235.90. Like that shit, bro. Like scripted with my social security
to the
written
cent
at the bottom. You know how fucking terrifying that is,
What
bro?
the fuck did she have your social?
I don't know, bro. We dated. She had my passports and shit. Like
I've dated a couple girls. They don't know my social, guy.
I know, man. Bro, think about it. I moved in with this girl.
Yeah,
I didn't think she was the fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? Jesucristo, you know what I'm saying?
Antichrist and shit. Fucking Omen, the nun, all rolled in one to 1 5 foot fucking bitch.
She was actually 5. Yo.
I mean, I don't try to call no woman no bitch, but fuck, dude.
But yo,
yeah,
if there's a woman that deserves the name bitch, is this girl, bro.
Fuck the family hour. This is the honesty hour, guy.
Honestly, man, I'm giving you guys my whole
That's
story.
rough. That's what
Bro.
the fuck, dude.
Though I get find out. Look, the next morning. I know not the next morning. Like, I'm like, go fuck it. I'm gonna go to Lexus. I'm gonna turn these cars in. Right. I go and turn her Lexus in. Right. Not the next morning. No, actually, no. I fast forward. I'm sorry. 2 days after, my brother from Jersey, Rolf, comes to visit, and we're having a great time. We go to West Palm Beach.
It's your older brother.
My older brother, yeah. The guy that's fucking a bad motherfucker, you know. And he goes and we're having a great time. I let him borrow the red Lexus. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna turn this car in, but you need a car while meantime you're here. So here's a red Lexus, but he drives it. We're at my dad's house. The day we come back from West Palm Beach, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go get something to eat. He goes get something to eat. He comes back, whatever. We all fall asleep at my dad's house, and we wake up. Red Lexus is gone. I'm like, damn, she got repoed. Fuck. I didn't want to get repoed because it's bad for your credit. You know, I was trying to resolve it. We look at my dad's cameras, and all you see is this midget ass fucking demon, fucking walking with her fucking, what the fuck do the hooves, with her fucking hooves, and has a spare key, opens the car and leaves.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, this bitch, bro. Guess what we did, bro. So I called this. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is my fucking car? She's like, no, my name is on the lease too, and I forgot that I co-signed her on that lease so she can build credit. Where the fuck is my car? You fucking cunt. Her aunt goes in on the phone, and she's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. My ex-husband was a police officer, and I know she has rights to that car. Like that. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck, you fat
What
piece
rights, bitch? You can't even pay for it. What are you talking
I can't
about?
even pay for it. I'm trying to get out of this. I'm trying to resolve this problem for my damn self. And I'm giving you don't have to pay for a $440 payment anymore, dumbass. You know. Anyway, my brother's like, oh, you know what? My brother's smart, bro. My brother's smart. He's like, yo, I got you. My brother was supposed to be a police officer, but he never became. He's like, yo, yes, hi. She's not gonna know my brother's here, by the way. He's like, yes, hi. Is this Adeline calls her from his phone, a different phone blocked? Yeah, this is Adeline Tosa. This is Officer Ramirez, some bullshit like that, you know? And he's like, yo, yeah, I'm here with Jose Nunez. I actually did call the cops, and the cops said, yo, I really can't do anything. Her name's on the lease. Right. They said that.
That's true.
I was really pissed.
It's just like if you try to like evict someone
from their own house,
from their own crib, if their name's on the lease or their name's on the, you know,
at that time you wish the law was different. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, whatever. I just want to make sure that you know the vehicle is not stolen, whatever, or some bullshit. He told him something. Then where's the vehicle right now? This stupid ass girl gave him the address of where that car was.
Nice. So
I go. He's like, okay, perfectly fine. Just stay in where you're at. No worries. Everything's going to be all right. Me and him get in the car. We drive to that address. And it's a big-ass condominium. Like I said, if life is going to help you out, life is going to help you out. I literally, it's so big, dog, that I could have gone this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. I walked to the left, literally in a beeline, and I see the car. I'm like, beep, beep. What the fuck? I'm like,
and I know Lexus, it blinks twice. Lexus, they blink twice, so you know that's my shit.
I get in the car, and the fucking aunt from the balcony, oh, fucking take it. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you fat bitch. I swear, I didn't mean to disrespect her. And
she could have been a nice lady, but your fucking niece drove me to this.
Yeah, like she brought out the ugly.
Yeah, she brought out the ugly,
so
right?
I literally take the car, and the drive was to Lexus. I went to Lexus. Lexus said, yo, we can just take the car back and whatever, and this and that, but we can't do anything about it. I'm like, take it back. Fuck up my credit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't want her to have the car, though, you know? I turn in the car, blah, blah, blah. Comes to find out, that corporate Lexus. 2 days later, I wake up and my car's gone. I'm like, this bitch stole my car. I swear to God, I call her, blowing up. I call the cops because you call the cops, and you say, "Yo, I think my car was stolen," and they check the license plate. You give them the license plate, and they tell you if it was stolen, towed, or repoed. Sir, your car has been repoed. I'm like, repoed? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, your car has been repoed by Lexus, Toyota, and 137, blah blah blah. I'm like, what? I call him like, yeah. So we issued a repo because your other car hasn't paid and they're under the same lease. So we just said, fuck it, let's take both. They literally told me that and they took both of my cars.
Wow.
And I didn't have a car, bro. Mind you, this is a year after I made $110,000. This just goes to show, bro, that money isn't everything, bro. You have to have your foundation strong in every aspect. Your love life, your family, yourself, your mental health. Everything has to be in order, intact for you to achieve true happiness, which I haven't even achieved yet. But the next following year after that, I made a shit ton of money. A good amount of money in Carnival, and I literally met the love of my life. You met her.
Yeah. Shout out Keeks.
Shout out Kiki. What up, girl? How you doing, man? No, but Kiki. Yeah, I met her. But I met her when I was 25 in September. Sorry. We chilled. We had chilled one time before that, and my boy Caesar. Let me tell you this story real quick. We went to the strip club because after Wave, Carnival buys you free drinks on them. You know. So
after what?
After the Wave, January,
the Wave. Okay.
After that, in March 31st, everybody goes out and Carnival buys the drinks. Beautiful thing.
Fire.
Right? So everybody's getting faded, whatever. And me and her lock eyes. Like, hey. And I knew she was in a shitty relationship, bro, with this stupid ass motherfucker that I hate and I wish I could fight him, dog. You know I do kickboxing, right? Just like you. I wish I could destroy this dude. I hate him. I just hate him. Anyway, she goes and she gives me a little look, you know what I'm saying?
She knew what she was doing.
You know the look? She's like, she gives a little wink and shit. Yeah. She didn't give me a wink. She just looked at me for a little too long, you know? I don't be doing shit to nobody else, so I'll fuck your ass up, though. No,
2 Mississippi, I'm in.
That's exactly how it went.
For sure.
That was 2 seconds and 34 fucking milliseconds.
For sure.
That counted. I told Mooney that night, and then that night, everybody went to the strip club. Went to a strip club, whatever.
Because she used to work for Carnival.
Yeah, she worked. She was a fucking G, dude. Everybody thought she was the hottest looking girl in the building. Everybody was like, "Yo, Kiki," and she was a baller, dude. Baller, making $120,000 a year consistently. Consistently, right? So you're extra good looking and you make money. Come on, dude. There's no way. That has to be a catch.
You have to be crazy.
Yeah. How many repos am I gonna get with your ass?
What am I gonna get repoed? I don't got nothing left.
How many houses with your ass? It's worth it. What's up? You know? So
I'm about to buy used. Fuck a lease.
Used vehicles from now on. Fuck a lease, yeah. No, but then we go, bro, and we go to strip club, and my boy Caesar's with me, and Mundi is too. And we're at Tootsie's. You know Tootsie's. I'm sitting right here, and then Caesar's sitting right here, right? Beautiful strip club. One of the most beautiful strip clubs at the time. Was walking around. And I see her, giving her attention, what girls do in strip clubs, grabbing titties and ass and shit. And then she comes to us, and I'm tipping. Hey, what's up, girl? Titties. And then Kiki walks all the way from her corner, right? And leans over and starts tipping the girl again. And I'm like, damn, I'm in there.
Here we go.
What's up, girl? My name Jose. You know what my boy Caesar does? Motherfucker reaches into her drawers, pulls out her underwear, and puts $1 in it. And snaps back. You know what I'm saying? Snaps back. The moment I saw his hand go in there, I'm like, oh my God. He was stupid faded. Caesar would never do something like that.
Right.
He was just stupid faded. And
the dancer got mad.
I'm like, there's no way in hell that we're not going to get shot right now. Mind you, she's with one of her friends, and I know who used to be an ex-cop, and her boyfriend's not there at the time, but that wasn't even a boyfriend, because honestly, I knew about them, and they were like off at the time, and I knew she had already broken up with him 2 months before that. and they got back together. I'm like, yo, that's not gonna work out. Come on, you know. That's the way I saw it, at least. And then when that happened, yo, this girl literally walked back and she said, "Did you just tip me?" That's all she said. She's like, "Did you just tip me?" She's like, "Yeah." Like, lick his lip and everything. He was like,
smooth as fuck.
Girl, what's up? You wanna do something else? Yo, you know what she did? She went to her thing, got a bottle of beer, and was gonna break it on this dude's head. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the moment I imprinted in her. You know? I'm like, damn, protect yourself, girl. You know,
I love you.
I love you, but I can't tell you. Just like that, bro.
That's funny.
Yo,
shit, dude.
She was gonna break it, and everybody like held her back and type of shit. He felt so bad, he apologized, blah blah blah. Now that's an inside joke between everybody. Not an inside joke. Everybody knows about that shit. For Christmas, he got her $1.
No way.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, that's friendship right there, bro.
But after that, man, I met her. We started going out more often. We fell for each other hard, bro. Like it's the girl of my dreams. Literally the girl of my dreams. Cooks amazing. Not only that, but just takes care of her man the way a woman should be. Mm-hmm. And I try to take care of her as good as she takes care of me, but it's just so hard to compete against her. Mm-hmm. It's like crazy. She's so amazing. But after that, bro, we knew she makes money, so we made plans to make money together. We started investing on the right things, and we started making hundreds of dollars together. Mind you, she's making 100, I'm making 100. That's a $200,000 household. And we started saving everything we had, saving. After we saved that, coming to this point now in my life where I can say I'm the most at ease I've ever been. At ease in the sense of, yo, everything's gonna be all right. You know,
like you're not worried, right?
I'm not worried. So right now, I opened up my own company. Well, I quit my job last year. I quit my job May of 2018. Actually, April 28th, 2018, and that's when I advised myself that I would never work for anybody else ever again. I would never. Kind of like Kevin O'Leary. Ever heard his story? The one guy from Shark Tank.
No.
He used to work at 7-Eleven or something like that, and he was mopping the floor. The owner came by and accidentally dropped a icy on the floor and said, "Yo, can you mop that up for me?" And he said, "Fuck that, I quit."
Right.
And he said, "I'll never work for somebody else ever again." Some shit like that. Don't quote me on that, but along the lines. And I love that. I kind of feed for that. I hate authority. I told you I was gonna link.
No, of course, dude.
So I hate authority, and I hate the fact that 9-to-5 jobs were created by corporate America for you to be a slave. Believe it or not, slavery is the most active it's ever been, because if you go to somewhere, 90% of the people that go to work 9-to-5 do it just because they need to, not because they want to, or they love that. Mm-hmm. So we only get one life in this fucking place, bro. I'd rather be a fucking bum in the street with nothing, but I know that I belong to myself, than work for somebody in 9-to-5 and hate my life and want to commit suicide. Mm-hmm. Depression comes from that.
I feel you.
You know,
I'm doing it now.
I mean, I did it for
a lot of people do it, but
you know, how long did I do it for? So, yeah. And I hated it, and I understand it now that I'm in the boss's position. If anything, I see why the boss is not the bad problem. I think the problem is within the people that don't try to do something about it. Unless there's certain people that are meant to do 9-to-5s, certain people are meant to go to school, but a lot of people don't work in where they're supposed to be or where they want to be. Right? Know? They don't, and that's a problem. Because I feel like that derives from, depression, stress, it's caused cancer and all this bullshit in your life and misery. And my dad is a perfect example for that. My dad right now is a PA, studied all his life. He wanted to own his own clinic. That was his dream. Never worked towards it. It never worked out. He worked towards it, but it never worked out. But he quit. And now he hates his life. Like, he has heart problems and shit like that. And I opened my company, JR Capital Investments. JR Capital Investments. The reason JR, my name is Jose, my brother's name is Rafael. JR Capital Investments.
When I post this shit, I put a link, whatever links you got, bro.
JR Capital Investments. So what we do is we buy houses, everything in real estate. We're creating a real estate empire. We're talking from rental properties. We're talking about fix and flips. We're talking about buildings. That's the end goal, is buildings. Mm-hmm. Right now, we have 3 properties that we're looking into the buying. We just finished one of the house right now, sold. We bought it for $100,000, put $20,000 into it, sold it for $200,000. So, and we just continue moving that money. Bum, 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 bum. We're actually also looking for investors, because what we do is I put my own money, but I want to help people out too. You know what I'm saying? Your money could help me and could help you as well. So we also take investors on certain deals, and we make you money. You sitting on your ass, we do all the work. So let's say you have 50 grand and I have 50 grand or 20 grand or 10 grand, whatever the fuck you have saved up. Because a lot of people have money saved up, believe it or not. And we go ahead and...
I feel like a lot of people have money saved up, but they're just scared
don't know what to do with it.
Right, they don't know what to do with it. Or they're just scared to take the chance and use it for something that can benefit them.
Take
the loss. Some people invest and they take the loss.
The problem with that is that the loss is not really a loss. It's just a learning factor for success.
Right.
That's the way I see it. Mm-hmm. I've lost a lot of money in my life. A lot of money, bro. I'm talking about probably like $50,000. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I lost that doesn't mean I lost it. I just see it as, damn, I paid for a good lesson. That's just the way I see it. So the fact that...
It's like going to school.
But you're going to the best school in the world, which is lessons.
School of hard knocks.
True shit, you know? School of hard knocks is the best way you put it. So anybody that has money, anybody that's watching this that has money saved up, jrcapitalinvestment@gmail.com. You can send us an email if you want to be an investor. And you could just literally give me your money through lawyers. We have lawyers involved in this. It's not just give me your money.
Right.
Contracts.
This is legitimate. Yeah, this is legitimate.
Contracts. And we go ahead and we'll make you a percentage on your money once the house flips. What's the easiest way to make money? Investing it with somebody that knows how to make money. Mm-hmm. And I've always known how to make money. Right? Now, the second thing I'm doing that Carnival actually, and I love Carnival, bro. I love Carnival because it gave me the opportunity of doing all of this, is we're actually opening up an app. I don't know if you know about this yet.
I think Mundi like roughly explained it, but nothing too detailed.
The most beautiful idea.
Something about the betting, but with gaming and stuff, something like that?
Not betting. We hate that word. The reason we hate that word is because it's illegal. Huh. So basically the way it works is I'm a big gamer. I play Fortnite, FIFA, everything, right? But my friends are even bigger gamers, right? Danny, Mundi's a bigger gamer than I am, to be honest. So all my friends are bigger gamers. So what Danny thought of was an idea of how can I make money playing games, right? Now that the video game world is blowing the fuck up, right?
Twitch and all that shit. Yeah,
Twitch, Fortnite is just taking over, bro. You seen that shit? Just taking over. It's ridiculous, man.
I haven't fallen into it, man. I used to be.
Crazy. I'm so glad you haven't, bro.
I just feel like, at least for me, I used to be into gaming like younger and shit, but like as I got older, it just kind of like, dude, I have an Xbox 360. I have an Xbox One. My bad, 360. Xbox One, and I forget I have it.
Like, that's because you're really good at music, though. And I don't think you should let that
I come home, dude. I go to work. I go to the gym. I work on my music.
Studio.
Yeah. It's just.
But that's your video game.
Yeah, it's just priorities. It's just.
But think about this, all right? So think about the billions of people that play video games on a daily basis, right?
Right.
So let's say I'm in California or whatever. I'm wherever the fuck in the world, and you're wherever the fuck in the world, and you get on the app called Gamers Grind, okay? Gamers Grind, and you play Fortnite or let's say fucking FIFA, soccer, right? You want to play a FIFA match. You click FIFA. You click how much you want to wage, not bet, because betting is betting that team will beat that team. Mm-hmm. You have no control over the teams. You do have control over your skill, though. So that's waging. So I waged $5, for example, that I'll beat somebody in FIFA right now at the same rank level that you're at in the app. Mm-hmm. That means that you're not paying somebody that's really, really fucking good, or somebody that's stupid bad that you'll destroy and get the money from. So it's somebody in your rank level.
Right.
Searches for somebody in the world that wants to play the same game for the same amount of money, matches you up, you guys play, winner gets the prize. Very dumbed down version of it. I don't want to give you everything until the app comes out, but that's something I'm really invested in right now, other than my company. I'm mostly more invested in my company because I have a lot of money into there, and that in Gamers Grind. And I think from now moving forward, my girlfriend is opening her own public adjuster firm, and it's just great things happening in 2019, bro. It's gonna be a crazy fucking year, man, and I'm fucking excited. I want bullshit. I want all the bullshit. Give me all the bullshit, you know. And that's basically how I got to this point now, man. And I'm super happy with my life right now. I could fucking die, God forbid. But honestly, I could die.
You'd be straight.
I'll be straight, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be straight.
That's what's up. That's why I knew I wanted to kick this off with like specific people, because I don't know what I can do with this yet. Mind you, I'm nobody. I'm fucking nobody.
You're nobody to somebody that's nobody to you.
Right. But I wanted people that inspire me and telling their stories. And I
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Fucking tell their stories. Fucking tell their experiences, how they got to where they got. So there's no excuses.
There isn't.
There's no excuses to...
That kid that shit himself on the fucking airplane made $100,000 at 23.
There you go.
That's all. Nobody gave me shit. Nobody gave me shit.
Like, even me, like, you say that, like what you just said. I can die tomorrow and I'd be okay. Bro, I make 36 and that's before taxes. So, you know?
But here's the thing.
But
what do you consider wealth?
Exactly. That's where I'm getting at. Where, to me, it's never been about money. To me, it's been about what I enjoy fucking doing. You know, I got into podcasting over like the last year. I got obsessed with them, and I figured they're so easy to start. They're so easy to make, and I'm having a fucking blast doing it, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm nobody. I'm nobody famous. I'm not an Instagram personality. Whatever.
Somebody to somebody.
That's true. But the fact that I can sit here, have this conversation with you, mind you, look, I haven't grabbed my phone once. You haven't grabbed your phone once. We're here vibing. You're telling me your story. You're hearing my little input and stuff. I'm just here to listen. And I just want people to hear that and see that there's no fucking excuse to do what the fuck you want to do.
Period.
There's
no if, ands, or buts around that.
I cut this shit off right now. And that would be the message of this whole episode. It's just like, yo, there's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse. My boy came from nothing. And you're chilling.
And I'm still nowhere, in my opinion.
You're chilling.
Look,
right. And that's good. That's the way it should be. Like you said earlier, you're hungry. You're hungry. You don't ever want to lose that hunger.
That's why I told you that hunger that I learned from Cuba never dies out because I had nothing. Mm-hmm. When you had nothing, you never get full. Never, bro. By 30 years old, me and Caesar have a pact that by 30 years old, I will have $5 million in my bank account as a savings. So that means my net worth is going to be double the amount. Mm-hmm. But $5 million million in my bank account as my savings. That's my goal and that's my dream. I see that every fucking day imprinted in my brain, and that's the reason why when I go look at a property, like I went to go see a property today that was burned to pobrecito, man. God forbid somebody died in that house. Yeah. You know, but it was burned, bro. Like it was really bad. I never seen that in my life. I never seen it, but it was a beautiful home, bro. And when I see that, it looks like shit, but I love it. You know why I love the business I'm in? Because we make beautiful shit happen. The house that we just sold, I'll show you a video, and it was disgusting, dude. Disgusting. Like, it was vacant 3 months before I got it. Mm-hmm. When I bought it, I didn't even want to step into it. I'm like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. One of the worst houses I've ever flipped in my life. And I loved it because I know what I can make out.
You saw the potential.
The beauty.
Right. You saw the potential.
Infinite potential what you can do.
Like most people will see a shithole, but you see a blank canvas.
I see beauty, bro. I see literally something that I can make me money. Not only money, but I could make some. Honestly, bro, believe it or not, and this is gonna sound very cliche. When somebody buys the house, I get super happy. We just got an offer on one of the houses today. We had negotiated and she agreed on the final terms and she's gonna buy it, right? Mm-hmm. I get super happy with that because buying a house is an American dream.
Right.
A lot of people can't buy houses. So when you buy a house that I found that was a piece of shit and turned into beautiful and somebody saw the beauty into it, doesn't only make you money, but it makes you kind of respect, the hard work that person did to buy that, and it makes you happy for them,
Right.
So at the end of the day, man, the only person, kind of like Gary Vee says it the best, the only person standing between you and your goals is the bullshit you keep telling yourself of why you can't make it.
Exactly.
Period.
It's all mindset, bro. It's all mindset. At the end of the
day, but the mindset is the hardest thing to get if you think about it. The hardest thing to arrive to is a mindset where you just want to continue working. It's not that. Nobody wants to fucking work, bro. Nobody wants to wake up and go to a fucking job that you don't fucking hate the people around you. The thing about it is,
check the check, punch in, punch out. Do it all.
Look, you know what's the J. Cole said it best. An hour of your life for everybody that works at McDonald's right now is worth, before the $15 shit, I don't know what the fuck the minimum wage is, but at my time, minimum wage was $7.50. Mm-hmm. $7.50 is worth an hour of your life, bro. An hour of your life. This just doesn't even sit well with anybody if you say it that way.
Right.
Yo, can I borrow you for an hour for $7.50? Come on, bro.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Come on, bro. I'd rather be fucking broke.
Yeah.
And do something that makes me happy instead of them paying you $7.50 and telling me that I can't go on vacation with my mom that I see every 2 years or 3 years because I have to go to work. You get what I'm saying? So when I think about it, that's the way I think about it. There's no way somebody's going to tell me what I can do with my life and not to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a millionaire. Now, another point I want to get to and I wanted to ask you is, what do you consider wealthy? Because I guarantee you, if you made the same amount of money you make right now, but doing music, you'd be extremely happy.
I've always said that, dude. I've always said, I don't care to be famous. I don't care to be rich. As long as I can cover what I need to cover my expenses, and maybe a little more to save and enjoy and go travel and shit.
What's your perfect day?
Perfect day. Wake up, have a good breakfast, go to the gym, ride my bike.
What time you waking up? Be honest.
11. I'm not a morning person.
Me either.
Never have been.
Me either. Today
Never
I woke up
have
at
been.
6 in the morning because I had to go see a property.
Yeah.
The burned down property. And you think I like that shit? I hated it. But I had to do it.
You had to do it. Yeah.
But you wake up at 11. What do you do after?
Have a good breakfast, go to the gym.
What time are you at the gym?
I'm there at least 2 hours.
No, what time do you hit the gym?
A good time, solid time for me would be 12:30, 1.
1? Let's say 1.
Go
Just give
2,
yourself an
3,
extra time.
shower at the gym, change, straight to the studio.
Straight to the studio. What time are you hitting the studio? 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, as long as I can
traffic.
be there.
Fuck that.
As long as I can be there. Like, I've said it to several people, bro. My parents, my brother, my friends, everybody. I don't care to be rich. I don't care to stunt. I've never been one to be flashy.
You're humble. You're naturally
as
humble
long as I
person.
can do what I like. I learned that early too, bro. I have a bachelor's degree. I went to UCF. A bachelor's degree I do not use. Why?
Yeah,
because I'm
I'm
not built for school. I was not. I've never been. I got by.
You made a very strong point.
I got by. I did what I had to do to
You
get it.
by.
I got by, whatever. But I knew in my head, like, I love being around creative shit, creative people, things that are built from scratch,
Making beauty from nothing.
right? And so, like, that's why I fell into.
That's dope, man.
I fell into this. I fell into the music. I love film. I love film just as much as I love music. But I fell into the writing, the process of all of it, poetry, everything, reading. I got into reading heavy like this past year, and just. I met Tony. I didn't know he was into his thing and editing and directing.
Bro,
and
he's looking for people, by the way. Just letting you know.
What's
Tony,
up?
Direct, bro. If you guys
yeah.
follow Direct, bro. That's just
but yeah, man.
crazy.
As long as my music can fund more music, I'm okay. I don't need to be on the gram 3 million followers. I don't care for that.
I don't even think the people that are in that like that.
I don't care for that kind of attention.
Yeah.
I just want to. All I want is the respect. And to know that, like,
What
all
you
right, Ron put in the work. Yeah. Ron is he
dope,
stayed
man.
true
That's a
from
dope
day
message,
one.
man.
You know, from day
But
one.
your music has that message. It's a crazy thing. Your music portrays that message the most.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
and
I do my best trying to do that, man.
But you come out as a very humble, not only humble, but like, somebody I would listen to, like J. Cole. I don't only listen to J. Cole because he's a fucking beast. I listen to J. Cole because I respect him I would love to meet him one day and just talk to him the way I'm talking to you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Just chop it up with Cole.
Just chop it up, man.
See where his head's at.
But you'll be the type of person that when you become nigga, fuck the word if, dog. I hate that word.
I feel you.
When you become something, an artist, whatever you like that you go for, I feel like you wouldn't hesitate to sit down with me or anybody else that's in a sense socially below you,
Right.
And just have a conversation with them like a human, because we can't forget that we all take a shit in an airplane sometimes. In the school, we all bleed, we all breathe. It's all the same shit. That's why I never understood racism and all that bullshit. I just don't. The world right now is a very weird place, in my opinion. Like it's a good thing,
And it's only getting weirder.
weirder.
It's only getting weirder.
Now, I just saw a funny ass meme, as a matter of fact, about R. Kelly. The whole R.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like shit like that just keeps happening, in my opinion. Like things that don't make sense. Like, why is that happening in 2019 right now, 2018? Like go seek some fucking help. Like, people right now, I think, just derive from bullshit. You know, like, they're not real anymore. They just, the Instagram and all that bullshit just feeds into their own.
It's all a facade, dude.
Facade of being somebody they're not. Right. You know, and
it's smoke and mirrors, bro. It's
very like when you see somebody on Instagram and then you meet him in person, it's like I'm a completely different person. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing is when it comes to shit like that is stay humble, stay yourself. You know, like stay like me. Like, I always been myself. I can tell you always be yourself. But my brother Rolf is the guy I look up to when it comes to that, bro. That guy, you can put him through anything, and he will not lie to you. He will just keep it 100%. No matter, you can show him your music, and if he doesn't like your music, he'll tell you, shut up, that's just a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. For me, I don't like it. And I appreciate that, because right now there's so many fake shit in the world that you need real motherfuckers out there.
Right.
Know? So the fact that you are humble, and I feel like you will, that's going to push a lot your music forward even more than the talent itself. You know what I'm saying? Because people listen to music and only they relate. Like I told you, sales is not about what you're selling. Because when I call Carnival Cruise Lines, I already know I want to go on a fucking Carnival Cruise. I'm calling Carnival Cruise Lines.
Right,
you know?
right.
But if you relate with me and you tell me something that I like, you know, and I relate with you, I'm going to buy the cruise from you. I'm going to give you the commission every single time. It's like a good waiter, you know? Same thing with your music. You not only is your music amazing, but I relate with you as a human, as an intellect, you know. So that's the beautiful thing about you as a whole, as a human. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
And it's still one thing I still get, like, I'm still working on, in the sense of, like, the compliments and hearing it from other people.
Does it make it weird?
No, I mean, not weird, right now, but it's just.
We can start making out. You let me know. Make it shit an interesting ass podcast.
Nah, Kiki wouldn't like that. Kiki wouldn't like that. It's just in the sense of, like, you work so hard at something for so long, you know it's good. The people closest to you know it's good.
You it's good, but what?
But at the end of the day, you still want that recognition from fucking strangers, and that's one thing
Why is that?
I'm still getting used to, and still getting, like, trying to get over, like, not giving a fuck about what people think and what people say. That's one thing.
It's hard, man.
It's hard. It's hard. And I think I've gotten better. And I can feel it in how I'm writing and what I'm writing. I'm not holding confidence. Back. Yeah, no, 100%. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm talking about you, if I've dated you, if we had a falling out, like, I'm talking about it. Like, it's happening. Yeah. And that confidence to do that and be able to say that and to be able to put that out, I'm gonna enjoy the process. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. You get me?
Yeah.
But so when people say, So when people say, like, oh, you're humble, you're grounded, I'm just like, look, man, like, all I want is respect. I don't care for anything else. Like, I genuinely do not care. I get, like, choked up about it because, like, I genuinely don't care about anything else.
Yeah. You made the same amount of money you're making right now. Not a bit.
And especially how, like, being Hispanic and how we grew up, like, my parents do, like, everything is the old school way. Like, yo, you go to school, you get a job, you get a check, you provide for your family, repeat. Yeah. You know?
Yeah,
and it's just like,
teach that to your kids.
And then it's like, fuck though, dude. Like, is that it? Like, that cannot be it. And, like, I learned maybe, like, over the last 2-3 years, that's not it for me. That's why I've been job to job. I've never been more than 2 years at a job. Like, the job I have now has been the longest I've ever been at a job, and that's 2 years. You feel me? I jump around and shit because I feel like I'm still young enough where I can jump around and figure out where the fuck I want to be. But where the fuck I want to be, I'm 27, dude.
You're turning 27, nigga. That's, you know how many people wish they were back to 27?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look, this past year, and I'm gonna be honest with you, happened to me too. Even though I feel like I've been the most advanced in my life, I think my head didn't know that. You know?
No, you are.
But I didn't know this. In my head, I was.
You're definitely ahead of the curve for sure.
Ahead of the curve in the sense of it doesn't mean that I can't just crash in that curve and stay there. That's what I'm scared of, you know. And like I said, when you're hungry, that hunger never goes away. I don't want to make bad decisions, bro. I have a lot of money invested right now. That is big ifs, and those big ifs are terrifying when you're not.
And you just said you hate the word if.
I hate the word if, bro.
Like, damn, what if this doesn't go well? What if I lose?
In a sense, ifs because it could. I just don't know. You know, there's just no way to knowing until we release. You know. But what I'm saying is, the word if actually was actually told my dad actually he's the one that told me that don't ever say the word if. As a matter of fact, just bring that. Anyway, I was saying a really good point. I was saying, what was I saying?
I don't know. We were going in all different directions, dude. But
I was saying something really important. Something really important. Fuck. That's a cool ass fucking.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, man, what the fuck was I saying, bro?
Hold up, dude. Fuck, I heard the thing click.
Flip. That's a good time. Yeah, this is fun, dude.
I told you. I'm debating if I cut all of this out. I might just leave it just to show like we're learning. This is all new to me. This is all new to us. And you guys are getting it firsthand.
The real shit.
Exactly.
Nah,
no tricks.
I was telling you, man, this past year, not only me, you were mentioning, like 27, and I just feel like everybody reached that age where no one knows the fuck they want to do. It even happened to me, bro. I was like Mundi, my boy Caesar, Nelson at the time. He was even telling me, I just don't know what the fuck I want to do. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. And
no, I've been knew what I want to do. It's just what I want to do is almost impossible.
Bullshit. In your mind is impossible. I disagree with that. But what I'm saying is, everybody reaches a point of like, damn, maybe they know what they want to do, but they're not doing it, and they feel like they're getting older. When you reach this like 26, 27, 28 age, and you're not really doing exactly what you want to be doing, I feel like that does something to your psyche, you know? And when you turn 30 and you're not really doing it, you're like, oh shit.
Right.
Am I that one? Google was founded at like 36, right? Like the owner was 36. Everybody found it when they were like 32 or 33. Like it wasn't like 21 years old.
Right.
That only happened with Facebook, So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I felt that myself, and I realized like, damn, you know what? That's a good thing. For everybody that feels that means that they have a hunger inside of them that they're not feeding. And they got to be feeding that shit. Because if not, we'll become that 30-year-old that has 4 kids and then...
If not, you get left behind.
9 to 5. Nobody wants to work at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
No one. I already said that. No one wants to work at 9 to 5 having 3 kids. Period. And at the end of the day, man, spread positivity. Like your music. Follow my boy Ron,
Appreciate it, bro. Let me close this out, man. I appreciate it. Jose Nunez, one of my boys. Appreciate it. You coming through. Episode 1.
I got you, man.
Appreciate it. Family Hour. Tune in. Good things coming, man.
Great
Good things coming. We're out.